It's a little too Peter Pan. Anyway, I'll embrace it.
Oh god, it's like Sora's reveal trailer. Welcome everyone, it is your guy J Brad here, and today we are going to do, well, something I've been mildly dreading the past couple of weeks. We are going to be tackling the much maligned, greatly derided, leaving so many fans divided reboot of Ghostbusters, the one that came out in 2016. Yes, this is the one that is going to be featuring an all-female cast, primarily Saturday Night Live and Saturday Night Live adjacent actresses. I've heard many bad things about this movie, but you know what? I'm actually going to try and go into this with an open mind, simply because I was greatly disappointed by the previous Ghostbusters films. Who knows, maybe third time is the charm. Maybe I might be disappointed insofar as maybe it might turn out to be not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But then again, I'm completely and totally expecting it to be just as bad, if not worse. We are going to be watching the so-called extended edition. I always prefer going with extended editions, director's cuts, you know, definitive editions, all that stuff. You probably might remember from how I tackled the Star Wars films. I made sure that I had used fan edits that included everything, including deleted scenes, etc. I don't know what the difference is between this version and the original theatrical release, because I didn't see it, obviously. No, but who knows? Maybe what they brought back in might have helped salvage some parts. Now, of course, you folks all know to like, comment, subscribe, as it helps me spread our content even farther throughout the YouTube space via this very finicky algorithm. Now, of course, without further ado, let's get started. Oh, okay. I was confused for a second. I guess that's the special group that handles the Ghostbusters movies. Okay, we're already starting out strong with a spooky looking house.
Now, I'm going to tell you something a little spooky.
I love spooky. Oh boy, actual spooky time. Ooh, just like in Home Alone. Oh boy, we got more slime. And this time the slime is green. Okay. So a pretty strong intro, I'll give it that. Thank you for not lingering too long on the song.
It's unfortunately the only way to draw attention to good science.
As opposed to weird science?
Alright, I'm gonna try to get out of here without stepping on these cracks.
I remember as a kid, I would get into debates with other kids on the playground as to whether or not the separation between the bricks or the concrete slabs or whatever counts as a crack, because it's already built that way. It doesn't it's not cracked. It's just a separation. Aw, she's got like an older haircut. Is it on Audible? If you like this video, you too can get a free lifetime subscription to audio with unlimited free books. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. Oh shit, it's the guy from Last Action Hero.
I've just shot somebody. I did it on purpose.
About your clothes.
Yes. Too sexy for academia.
Never mind.
I don't understand what's wrong with them. You know, and I usually pay a lot of attention to clothes. I mean, okay, granted, it's got like the plaid with the geoprint there, and you know, maybe it might be a bit of a clash of patterns or something. Maybe if she had just gone with like a simple, maybe like a thin stripe or something. Yeah, now that I think about it, that blouse that she's wearing probably would have looked better with like a more vibrant colored outfit. Maybe like a cranberry or like an eggplant. Maybe a royal blue.
And I got one split wonton. Look at that, just floating there.
Oh, that's awful.
Right now. There's not even any meat in there. That's just a carrot.
Fuck. You know what? I sympathize. Whenever I would get Chinese takeout, before I stopped because that shit's bad for you, I would only get it, it would only come in like a pint or whatever. And it would have like 3 wontons in there.
Holtzmann. Virgo, avid skier, gluten full, and 100% jazzed to meet you.
I like her. Gluten full. I can appreciate that. I wonder what the U stands for.
What's next? You gonna give me a wedgie?
No, I think both of us pretty much feel you have enough stuck up your butt.
Ooh, okay, that was a good one.
Taking the book down until you get your stupid.
I like her jacket. I'm loving all the jackets. Every movie's got a nice jacket that I want.
Ed Mulgrave died 15 years ago.
What?
But that's Ed's son, Ed Jr.
Oh,
Hi, Junior.
God damn it. Tricked me. One of the issues that I had with the first movie was that the jokes didn't land for me because they were so spaced apart that there was all of this dead air in between them. And then in the second movie, they tightened the jokes. But this movie's jokes are clearly overlapping each other because it's just that type of humor.
Hold your ponies.
Everyone's not watching where they're walking and they're getting slime on their shoes. Ooh. What a pretty ghost. So of course it's going to freak out
Try to talk to it.
and become monstrous. Ha! Literally me. Oh, you're gonna get the slime on your... Yeah.
Well, I hope you're happy. That video you posted got me fired.
I do sympathize with her character because I've known people who've lost their jobs because of things that they posted online, and it's not fair.
These guys are the reasons you got fired. It's because of stuff like this that makes it impossible for us to do our real work.
Very, very true. You know, it's amazing how people talk big talk about how crazy conspiracy theorists are or whatever. But if you really want to know which conspiracy theories are the most plausible, look at the ones that are not allowed to be talked about on television. You can have a show about Bigfoot. You can have a show about ancient aliens. You can have a show that talks about like the pyramids being ancient grain silos. But if you start to question certain historical events, all of a sudden you get banned from your social media, end up, you know, being marginalized and otherized, and, you know, you just look at what it is that you're not allowed to talk about and who you're not allowed to criticize, and you start to pinpoint where the real conspiracies are.
Hey! That worthless garbage belongs to this school!
It's like my dad. Hey, don't throw that out. We might need that someday. But Dad, it's broken. I can fix it. And then he never fixes it.
You want to use the bathroom, there's a perfectly nice bathroom upstairs at Starbucks.
Oh, I was about to say, in the New York subway, even the bathrooms they do have are almost more spooky than the ghosts. Oh, that was the machine underneath the cupboard or whatever in the house, so it wasn't... Oh, so he's summoning ghosts. Okay, so he's the bad guy.
You have been bullied your entire life. Now you will be the bully. Trust in your abilities, and the universe shall bend for your will. Charge the lines, create the vortex, break the barrier.
Okay, so this guy is clearly a spiteful mutant. He feels marginalized and wants to take it out on the world. Oh, the ugly gray people of the world. They only seek to make it as ugly and as gray as themselves. I'm gonna say I like Holtzmann. although Holtzmann or whatever. But yeah, Holtzmann kind of reminds me of like, just both in personality and in looks, like a 90s type of character or early 2000s.
The receptionist job that was in the paper I saw here, but...
You're hired.
So they're clearly doing a flip of the Janine character.
Here we go.
Okay, so...
All right. I like where Kevin's going with this.
You know, I just thought the floating hot dog implies that a ghost is holding it.
And it's a big hot dog, too. So it would have to be a very powerful ghost.
You know, an aquarium is a submarine for fish.
Listen, let's just see how the rest of the day goes, you know? Talk to other people.
I guess.
Also, I got chased by a ghost.
Oh, so she's like their first customer, but then she joins them. Okay, that's interesting.
Is he down here all the time?
Oh, he think this is his art studio.
No, my studio is in Soho. This is more of a gallery.
Yeah, these types of people think that they can just spray paint wherever they want. Honestly, I don't like graffiti. Murals are fine, but graffiti I just find really ugly. Although I will say Mark Echo's Getting Up was a fun game.
Am I on crack, or is that a good logo?
I remember a long time ago I read an article about the types of movies that don't get made anymore, and one of them is parody movies, at least in like, you know, the classic Mel Brooks style. But the idea was that reboots of popular movies just simply make all of the jokes that the parody movies make.
Where are these ghosts coming from?
The spirit world?
Okay, Erin, come here.
Oh, this is a prototype. Okay. Hope she doesn't touch the third rail. Watch out for the third rail, baby. That shit high voltage.
He's gonna be the third scariest thing on that train.
She's not lying. I'm gonna be honest. This movie's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Cataclysm. Man, what they gonna do? Make a fifth one starting to rock?
No. Bruce Willis. Come on, Leslie. Ooh, okay. You know what? I'm okay with the black and the pink as is.
Excuse me, maintenance man.
Hey, that's the lady from Downton Abbey.
But I assure you, whoever is responsible for this will be flogged within an inch of their life and then left in the street to die like a pig.
Okay, so this guy is clearly messed up in the head. He's like some Omega male, supreme gentleman type.
But we don't want to give away any spoilers before the big show.
That's a cool effect.
See you soon.
The different mirrors? I wonder what that's about. How do you get them in there? But they're connected, though.
So you're going to want to plant your feet firm, okay? Bend your knees to compensate for the extra kickback.
All right, turning the machine.
She's gonna get thrown back because Melissa McCarthy is, for all intents and purposes, a female Chris Farley. Although I will say Melissa McCarthy seems like the type of woman who probably does a good amount of her own stunts.
Looking forward to this metal show.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Abby transferred to my high school junior year.
Go Karate Cats.
Karate Cats? That sounds like an awesome, awesome mascot.
Okay, ready?
Oh no.
I found this in a box when we were moving.
Oh no.
Oh, look at him. Oh, how cute. Oh, science fairs were the best.
Why don't I see ghosts flying around everywhere?
This reminds me of that lady on TikTok who does all the silly dances while talking about the military-industrial complex.
Dr. Heiss, you're a highly regarded scientific authority. Your credentials are impeccable.
Thank you, Pat.
Oh, fuck. We're doing this? We're doing this? Where everyone cameos in the reboot?
We are late. Get in here. Now you, Erin. Funny, Erin, we have to. This is not funny. Please get in.
Oh my god, there's me! Oh no! I've both done this to people and I've had this done to me. I appreciate them using a new song. That is important. You just can't escape this shit. Like, there should just be a thing on the rating system saying this contains tobacco, you know, drinking, swearing, and, you know, rapping. That way, you know, maybe people who don't like rap can have somewhere to go, or something to watch, or, you know, something to do so that they don't have it impeding into their space, because that's really all it's there for.
I thought it was gonna kill him. I shrieked when I saw it. I guess I scared it because I'm told that I have a very disturbing scream.
It's nice to see Michael McDonald getting roles, because I really loved him on Mad TV.
Holtzmann, this is serious.
And I agree. We all agree. Except for Kathy, she doesn't get it.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't think this movie's that bad. I mean, yeah, it's cheesy and it's formulaic, but I have no connection and no, I don't give a shit about the previous two movies, so I don't feel slighted or offended by the existence of this movie. Oh no, it's like, what was it, Condemned 2? What was that one game where the mannequins spawn behind you and they move around and it's really fucking creepy? Pretty sure they did it before Doctor Who did the Weeping Angels bit. Oh shit, it's just like in Spyro the Dragon when you release the dragons from the crystals. Oh, but everyone's gonna think it's an effect. Satan isn't a dragon, you dummy. That looks more like Firebrand from Super Ghosts and Goblins. It's not gonna happen. Oh, ooh, ow, her back.
Okay, so I don't know if it was a race thing or a lady thing, but I'm mad as hell.
I mean, it might have been more of a height thing, to be honest. Because you're really tall, and they probably thought, eh.
Going to take off.
Come on, Patty, Patty!
And I don't want to piss off the ghost.
There are some really cute girls in this audience.
Create the vortex. Break the barrier.
This is what I was talking about a couple movies ago, about how people think that nerds are just like nice and sweet, but no, a lot of them are actually really, really shitty and awful, and they're spiteful mutants who are so angry that, you know, they're not big like others, or they're not as handsome, and so they try to, you know, make things difficult for other people out of revenge.
Oh, Dr. Heiss, hello, welcome.
I was at a conference in DC, and there was this guy who dressed just like that, and he was like one of the coolest guys in the whole room, and he was an older guy, but all of the younger guys were all just like hanging out around him, asking him like cool questions and stuff.
We all believe in the scientific method. I've dedicated my life to it.
Yeah, we're not science deniers. We believe in science. It's just that, you know, there are other sides and other facets to the scientific method that you just simply happen to not like.
How's that for my timing? I come
unannounced.
Casper.
I have a feeling that this was done on purpose so that they could kill off Bill Murray's character and also say, oh, look, the original Ghostbuster doesn't believe they can do it. Well, not only can they do it, but they killed him.
We just want to shove that damn cat back in the bag.
The cat has been out of the bag before, and yet people lose interest and put it back in.
People always move on.
Yeah, like, you know, you could have a ridiculous, stupid war going on somewhere in the world, and all of a sudden everyone stops giving a shit about the big pandemic that's been going on for 2 years. This is another thing that's important to remember. A lot of the people in the FBI and CIA are, like, really, really shitty. Because you kind of have to be a shitty person in order to work there. Which is why they do such shitty things all the time.
We gotta be prepared. That's why I've made a table of treats.
Ooh, we're getting to the, you know, gadget showcase. This is like my favorite part of every Bond movie.
This puppy I like to call a ghost chipper. Hollow laser technology sucks in the ghost and neutralizes it.
Neutralizes it? So wait, did they not go to the afterlife?
It's fraudulent and unsafe, frankly. You know, these Ghostbusters are creating an unnecessary panic and a sad grab for fame.
I will say, they did sort of avoid a classic pitfall of just making this all about, like, man-hating by having a female antagonistic force. In fact, I'm actually not seeing a lot of man-hating in this movie. Male adversaries? Sure, male antagonists, but it's not, I don't feel like it's mean-spirited. Ooh, we're gonna get, like, cross-referencing the lines. Find a waypoint. The galactic ley line.
Ley lines.
Oh, shoot! Oh, I was just gonna make an Outlaw Star reference. Because, you know, Outlaw Star was really, really good, and it doesn't get enough love. Fun fact. The woman who voiced Aisha Clan, though you may know her as the voice of Rogue from the 90s X-Men cartoon, went on to become a Canadian politician who served a seat in their parliament.
He's gonna be able to rip a hole right through that barrier.
Letting whatever's on this plane come crashing down on this plane.
Oh god, it's just like in Photoshop when you merge the layers.
The Mikado has one of the weirdest histories of the buildings in New York.
How does she know this stuff? Was she like a tour guide? Oh, that must be the lady. She's got the problem glasses. See, again, I like the colors. I like the vibrant greens. I like the vibrant reds, the vibrant blues.
Hey, stop right there! Shut it down!
Shut it down! Oh, God! Shut it down.
Rowan, I get it. You don't like people.
Have him be your tech guy. He clearly can do all sorts of awesome stuff. Oh. Well, that was kind of weird.
Look what Mr. Cuckoo Pants has been reading at the beach.
Uh-oh. Oh, Rowan's not dead. He is probably lurking around somewhere.
A couple quick questions for my blog. First, how does it feel wasting taxpayer money and government resources with your...
Kick his ass. Beat the shit out of him. He deserves it. It should be okay to beat up people like this.
Erin, you're making this look bad right now.
No, if everyone finds out what this guy is like, everyone will agree that that he deserves to get the shit beaten out of him. Nice.
All right, just read it. Just read it. Midtown movie theater owner claims Basset Hound regularly attends matinees by himself.
Aw, I want to see a movie about that.
Here at Columbia University, we're about real science, discovering truths.
Yeah, when I think of places that are bastions of truth, Columbia University is one of the very last places I think about. I like how he drew himself in his uniform. I wonder what Cataclysms 1 through 3 were like. I'm sure all of you Ghostbusters fans know all there is to know about Cataclysms number 1 through 3. Is pink slime gonna come out?
It's brilliant.
Ew, ew, ooh, yikes. Yikes, whoa, what on earth? How is this? That's a very weird effect. How on earth?
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Hello? Guys, it's me. Are you there? Please pick up if you're there.
Wow, they have an old school answering machine.
Abby, we got you a sandwich so you don't be picking off ours, man.
I'm hungry. I want a sandwich. I literally just ate. I want a sandwich though. Wow, she slapped the soul out of her, literally.
It's just a trick.
Oh, that sushi looks really good. Damn.
Understand these ghosts kill people!
But why do they kill people? Why? At least zombies have brains to look forward to. It's quite interesting how he doesn't mind being dead, but then again, he clearly has resentment for the life he lived. Although I guess that's maybe just part of his sociopathy. He has so little disregard for human life, including his own. Trust me, a lot of people hear you running by saying that and are thinking, you know what? I'm gonna do exactly that. And you know where I'm gonna move? I'm gonna move to fucking Idaho. So a lot of the ghosts seem to be consistently blue with red eyes, but other ghosts seem to be green.
My uncle is gonna be pissed.
I bet her uncle is Winston. God, there's a half hour left in this movie. I guess they really weren't kidding when they said extended edition. Why would a balloon have a ghost? Or are they all people who did the balloons? I mean, it's a really cool visual effect, but I don't get it.
Who's the flying beefcake?
It's Harrison Bergeron.
Women. Always late.
Women aren't always late. They just take a long time to get ready. I remember one time I was looking all over for my sunglasses. They were hanging right from my shirt. Literally right under my nose. Although it makes total sense now that I think about it that Uncle Sam would be the source of all of the strife and horror. I'm less about Uncle Sam and more about his nephew Kyle. His nephew Kyle has a better understanding of what it means to actually deal with America's problems.
Is this a little too Peter Pan? Anyway, I'll embrace it.
Oh god, it's like Sora's reveal trailer.
Oh, is this what you want? Something more familiar?
Huh, meta commentaries. It's them going against the actual mascot, the actual face of the franchise. And you know, I guess in a way that's kind of like what a lot of these types of movies usually try to do. Instead of trying to be like a love letter to the movies that came before it, they take the Last Jedi approach where they're like, no, I specifically want to undo and destroy and deconstruct. That's a word that you see a lot. Although of course here he's literally deconstructing the buildings. Subvert expectations and whatnot, but it's all so tiresome and predictable. And you know, I remember a very good quote by a very infamous YouTuber. He said that it was wrong to compare the Star Wars sequels to bad fan fiction because the movies didn't feel at all like they were made by fans.
And on the negative side, we experienced the most painful death conceivable of all time.
Yeah, it's hard to shine that penny, but yeah.
I mean, it might be kind of cool. I mean, you get like a little VIP lounge in heaven, right?
Yo, that's where you wanted us.
Okay. Okay, movie, I'll let you have that one. Whoa, this is trippy.
Erin, I wasn't gonna leave you twice.
Aww. Best friends.
Whoa.
What's whoa?
Yes.
Oh.
You got Witcher hair.
What year is it? It's 2040. What? Our president is a plant.
A Jewish plant?
Are you a wizard?
Yes, I am a wizard.
With the government trying to claim the event wasn't supernatural, despite so many eyewitness accounts to the contrary.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about the second movie. Like, how does everyone forget?
Whatever you need going forward. Anything at all.
They're gonna get the firehouse.
Second floor's mine.
Not bad, Ghost Girl.
Thank you, and I proudly take that title. Is that
Patty's uncle?
It's gonna be him. It's gonna be Winston. I still think the black and pink looks really good. Okay, well then. That was Ghostbusters 2016. Oh.
I'm just looking for a reasonable ratio of wontons to broth.
What? The wontons are the best part!
Except for us?
I guess some people actually do know what we did.
Aww. Well, that was Ghostbusters 2016. So, let's talk about it. Okay, so you are all going to kill me, but that was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Did I like the movie? Some of it was okay. Not the kind of movie that I would pay money for. Not the kind of movie that I would watch more than once, but, you know, if it was on Comedy Central at 3 in the afternoon on a Thursday and I thought, oh, hey, you know what? I never got a chance to see this. I'd maybe tune in. You know, I've certainly seen worse movies. As far as, like, the feminist angle to this movie, I didn't quite feel it as much as other people made it out to be. Like, I was expecting a lot of really ham-fisted stuff, and while there were some things that I can tell they were trying to do a gender-flipped version of the movie, and I could tell that they were trying to do a whole, oh, they don't take us seriously because we're women. You know, as someone who does keep an eye out for that type of stuff when watching movies and TV and all that type of stuff, I didn't feel it as badly here as I have for other movies or other TV shows that have most certainly been like very egregious and heavy-handed with it. If I had to pick an all-female Ghostbusters cast and I had to think of, you know, 4 comedians, I would probably end up with something that was not too dissimilar to this. Some women from Saturday Night Live. You've got someone who's, you know, a big popular person in movies, and you had a bunch of other popular actors as well. You have a lot of actors, comedians who basically are like, you see them on screen and you go, oh, it's that person. Yeah, you know, it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was very meh. It was very middle of the road. There were jokes that I thought were funny. There were plenty of jokes that I thought were very predictable and you could see coming a mile away, but I wasn't offended by anything, is basically what I'm trying to say. I didn't find any of it offensively bad. I didn't find it to be mean-spirited too much, although I know that's the joke, mean-spirit ghost. But there are a couple of problems that I did have. The little subplot involving Bill Murray's character, it was more belligerent than just a mere changing of the old guard. Many times they would pass the baton. This felt more like a, listen, we're taking the baton because you know, we think it should be our turn to take it now. You know, I'm not surprised that a lot of people who don't quite get how culture war things actually work and actually function. I can understand why they would be very upset by this type of stuff, you know, anti-SJW types. I can see why they might be upset, but honestly, knowing what I know about the kinds of stuff that they actually try to put in movies and television, like, this is not that bad at all by comparison. Yeah, I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. I actually do appreciate that they had more ghosts and they had more weapons. I thought that was great. I really liked the weapons. I liked the car. I liked how it was like a sleeker design. And I especially loved all of the colors. But, you know, was it that good? Meh. It was meh. But it was not horrible. I mean, like I said, I've seen much worse. I've seen much worse movies that took themselves very seriously. I think that's it for this movie. Tune in next week when we will be taking a look at the 4th and, to the best of my knowledge, final installment of the Ghostbusters film franchise, but who are we kidding? Ghostbusters Afterlife. So, until then, this is J. Brad, signing out.